We got Diego Ferreira back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Rustam Khabilov coming up here at UFC on ESPN3 on February 23rd. Diego, what's up, man? How are you?
No, doing good, doing good. Just here, excited for this fight. Coming up right now, training hard every day, and I'm just counting the days to getting back again the cage.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to it. Of course, I was at your last fight in Toronto. You got that really impressive win over Kyle Nelson, especially with all the opponent switch ups. So that was a great win for you. I know after the fight you talked about getting to reconnect with your family in Brazil. Did that end up happening? Because I know that was something you really were talking about in the post fight interview.
Yeah, exactly happened. I go to Brazil to go get my son. And I just got back the week before to get the fight. But I just got in on training, and I thank God that everything go through well, everything like the fight go well to get my son over there, and now I already bring him back, and he is all excited to get back to school pretty good.
That's great, man. How much of a difference has this camp been, just having your son with you and getting to see him more often?
It's more a leave to be. He can be around me, around my family. It's a complete change. I have 3 kids, but they are everything for me. They need to be around me so I can do good and I can be focused not just on my fight life, but on my family too. I like to have everybody around, not just my kids, but my wife, my parents, and my whole family. It's so important for me.
That's great, man. Good to hear. You're going to Prague for this fight in the Czech Republic. How long of a flight is that for you? When are you leaving?
Oh, that's one of the things I talk to my wife, because she always go with me. That's gonna be 11 hours inside the airplane. That's gonna be the longer flight. The longer flight we taking with my little one, because we don't have nobody to live him. My mom-in-law is just gonna be with both the little ones, the big ones going to school, taking, and then she can't handle the little one. It's gonna be a little hard, rough. On her, but for us too, it's gonna be a little bit rough, because 11 hours with the 2 years old on the seat, to hold them on the seat is gonna be it's gonna be intense.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, no easy fights for you in the lightweight division. You're taking on Rustam Khabilov. He's got that 23-3 record. How do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
I think it's gonna be a pretty good match. I think Khabilov is a really good fighter in the stand-up and on the ground too. He have a great wins with jiu-jitsu guys, and I think that this fight is gonna be more like a grappling match. A little bit. I really want to take this fight to the ground, because I see a lot of my my skills overwhelm him, but I'm excited to always stand up and throw some bombs every time, like the way I like it, and not just going to the ground. I like to throw hands too, and I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a very good fight. Khabilov fought Cajon Johnson in his last fight, and a lot of people felt like he didn't win. I don't know if you've seen that fight. Did you feel like he got his hand raised in that one?
I think the way he plays a lot to win the fights. He look a lot for points, a lot to the wins by decisions. And the way I see the last fight, I think he believed so much on just win bites, and the guy like caught him couple of times, but I think he won the fight still.
Fair enough. How's training camp going at Fortis? Your team, again, is on such a roll lately. It must be great getting to train there right now.
Yeah. So much work over there. Every time I go over there with Coach Safe, I take like 9 hours drive every week to go over there, work with the guys. It's always intense. 3 days spent over there. 3 days I work my butt off. And they push me to my limit. That's the most I like it. Because we really put the work, everybody together, and we get the good results. That's the most important for me.
Okay. You say you drive 9 hours. It's 9 hours like accumulated, or is it actually a 9 hour drive for you?
It's 9 hour drive. It's 9 hour
Really?
drive. Yeah.
Okay.
Every every
Interesting.
every week I go. I leave from here Saturday. Get there like sometime I get there Saturday morning, and I take my 1 day little break and get back on a Wednesday. You know, and that's how work. That's how I do every single time.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So why not just
Yeah.
move closer to the gym? I guess is it too difficult with your kids, or how come you
No.
don't live closer to the gym?
Yeah, because my kids really like a bit so sad over here, with the school and everything. And I have my business, my own gym in South Texas, Team Ferreira,
I
and
see. Okay.
uh, I do the majority of my camps on the beginning over here, but Coach Saves it's always like helping me so much. Sometimes he come down, but the majority of the time I go over there and work with him and my teammates over there.
Wow, good for you, man. That's a lot of sacrifice. Now, I
Yeah.
guess you stay down there. You have a place to stay when you're down there, I guess.
Yeah, I have a friend live over there, Alex Martinez. He always like open his doors for me, and I stay there with him, and it's always a great time. I'm there with him, and then from there, I take off to the gym and get back to the house, and you know, back and forth every. Uh, the last time I spent like most of the time over there in home, but it's a lot of time I spent over there to the gym in Dallas too.
What do you do for that 9 hour drive? Are you like listening to a podcast? Like, how do you kill that much time? Because it's a long drive to do every week.
It is. I don't know. I like to listen to music. Focus ability to get there and get done and get back home to my family, and that's the only things I get through my mind. I want to get there. I want to do good too because I over there is a monsters. Waiting for you to always give you best and the only thing I think is like, okay, we gonna drive 9 hours to go and 9 hours to get back. You're gonna be home safe and be with your family. That's it. Just thinking about that.
How's the weight cut going ahead of this fight?
The weight cut going pretty good. I'm almost there already. Like we're 3 weeks out of the fight. I'm right now 175. Feeling great, feeling good. Like the last camp, I've been putting a lot of work, on my boxing, on my CrossFit, and on my Muay Thai training, and my Jiu-Jitsu. Always, I've been putting a lot of work too, and the weight's going slow. Yeah, always going down pretty good, and I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be great. How do you see this fight unfolding on February 23rd?
The way I see this fight, I think we gonna throw down a little bit. I think he gonna try capitalize on some mistakes I did in my last fight. But I really wanna get this fight going to the ground. Working my ground and pound and get the finish right away. He's a big name, and I'm going for everything. I'm going for the finish.
And you mentioned him being a big name. Where do you feel like a win would put you in the division? Because you've been on a roll lately, especially getting some of those finishes.
I really don't think I'm gonna be on the top eight yet, but I think I need one or one more. I think I'll be certified to get another win, after this, and then see who can put me in the top 10 after there.
We're looking forward to it, man. February 23rd, it is UFC on ESPN Plus 3. Diego, always good catching up with you, man. I appreciate you taking the time. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Appreciate it, guys. You guys can find me out on my page, Diego Ferreira, and I have an Instagram, Diego UFCTX, and I got a shout out to the Czech, one of all my sponsors, my team, the Fortis MMA, and my team over here in South Texas, Team Ferreira Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, always helping me out, always giving me good support. I appreciate every single one. And the another sponsor is the Kyrosync and Valley Deli always sponsor me with a great meal prep and always get me strong for my fights. And I appreciate that too.